I guess initial thoughts on the game. It looked like you were working the ball in better, kind of controlled the paint, but didn't seem to get much benefit from it with the shooting.
Yeah, I think that we kind of let our missed shots dictate how we played on defense. So we put our heads down a little bit, and I think that that's one thing that we definitely need to take from this game is, in adversity like that, especially on the offensive end, because we are an offensive team. I think that we need to stay composed and stay focused on defense and not let that kind of dictate how we're going to play the rest of the game.
How frustrating is it to play a game like that where, offensively it's just so hard to get anything to happen?
I think the most frustrating part is our defense. No matter what shots fall or don't, I think that should never affect how we play on defense. A missed shot should never affect somebody scoring on us on defense. So I think that's the most frustrating part because we can control what we do on defense. We can't control every bucket going in, but we can control getting a stop and playing sound and disciplined.
And yet it looked like you, especially in the first half, were able to frustrate Gonzaga, keep Gonzaga from getting into its offense. Seemed like you got your hands on about 2/3 of their possessions in the first half.
Yeah, I think that was my goal, my coach's goal for me as well, just to stay up on her and give her pressure, kind of rattle her so their offense wouldn't get going. And I think that I did a good job in that aspect, but I think in the third and fourth I kind of let up and started backing up, and I think that kind of dictated how they played offensively and got to do what they want.
Missed the first question, so sorry if it's a repeat, but there seemed to be a lot of fouls on both sides of the ball. What was going on there all night? Were you guys frustrated?
Yeah, I feel like we needed to learn our scout better because that would have helped us prevent those fouls because that was, early in the game. Then, we weren't consistent in our defense, so I think that's something that we should take for the next games, the incoming games.
And what was said in that final timeout when you guys had, 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter?
Just to finish the game strong. I think that was kind of like the whole gist of the game, just us not getting what we wanted offensively, and I think that we folded in that area. And like I said before, that's the biggest learning aspect of this game is not letting what the refs do, not letting our shots not going in dictate how we're going to play the rest of the game.